grab me a monster real quick and look what pulls up. NMBS single cab squad. What's going on, guys? So we've officially owned the Shorty Sierra for 2 days, and I am absolutely loving this thing. It is just a fun little truck, but it is time to start our ownership experience the correct way, like I think everyone should when you get a used truck, especially if it is like this 10 plus years old. So we got some good maintenance to do, we got some really good detailing to do, and we got a little modifications to do. So like I said, it's just a good thing to start off the new ownership of a truck by knocking some of these things out. That way you know when's the last time the oil got changed, what your air filter is like, and of course it's not really yours until you get your hands on it and detail this thing inside and out properly, as well as we're going to hit some of those real sensitive spots that could form rust if they haven't already. Hopefully, fingers crossed, ours are good. I believe they are. This is a Southern truck, but you never know until you get in there and find out. So with that said, let's get all this off the truck and get started with the first item. First thing we're going to do is remove our GMC logo. That way we can plastic zip over this red. It's going to give it a good contrast and make this chrome pop. But since it's going to have to dry, we're going to get that knocked out first. Go ahead, remove your radiator cover. Get you a needle nose and a little wedge. We're going to reach in behind here, pinch the tabs, and use this wedge to basically not allow them to slide back into place. And there she is. Went ahead and washed our badge up good, get it over here drying before we hit it with paint, but I just found something that literally is what dreams are made of. So I always write down my oil changes in my service book, but look at this. This is exactly what you want from a previous owner. We have got perfect documentation since 100,000 miles of oil changes. This is insane. And he actually changed the oil last month, 1,000 miles ago, and I checked the oil. It's perfect. It's still golden. We're not going to change it, even though I went ahead and bought oil. He's got full synthetic in there, nice OEM filter, and it's only got 1,000 miles on it, so there's no reason for us to chunk that oil just now. I am hyped on this though. Anything with good service records like this, you know this baby has been taken care of. So shout out to Jeremy, which is the guy that I bought it from. You the GOAT, man. You the GOAT. I appreciate it. Keeping her good for me. So we're not going to do that, but we are going to go ahead and change the spark plugs because we are sitting right at 146,000 miles. Who knows if they're factory? Either way, we're going to go ahead and replace it with some OEM spark plugs. Going to throw 3 or 4 coats of plastic zip on here and it'll be good to go. Let's go ahead and remove our spark plug wires. Got our spark plug socket. That's all 4. Out with the old, in with the new. Original were 41,110. New is 41,162. Slightly different, but apparently this is the updated plug. Gaps on these were kind of all over the place, but these are pre-gapped to factory, and I'm going to check them as I throw them in, but should be good to go. So let's toss our new plugs in. And last one. Well, that was definitely a lot more fun than changing the spark plugs on Larry, but we got the driver's side done. I'm going to go ahead and get passenger side knocked out the exact same way, and then I'll catch up with y'all after. Got our passenger side plugs in and our first maintenance log in our book. Now it's time to go ahead and check out our filter. This is going to be a T25. Fram filter, and thankfully we are good to go. This has been replaced fairly recently for sure. These things definitely can be tricky to read. I just want to basically verify we got plenty of fluid. Oh yeah, we are good. Now, typically I would jack the truck up, check the ball joints and the wheel bearings, but the suspension is changing on this thing very soon, so I'm not even going to worry about it. He said he did the ball joints earlier this year. I believe him. I think they're all good. It's time to do some detailing. I want to show y'all, you know, the inside before, because it's crusty, it's gross, and it's about to look freaking amazing. I'm excited. More so about the outside than the inside, but still got some of his trash back there still. Yeah, this is gonna be freaking sweet. It's been driving me crazy since I saw this dirt dauber nest not getting it down, but I had to wait, get it on video, so here we finally go. Holy crap. Gross. All right, let's get this floor cleaned up. You thought, I mean, we could, we're not, but we definitely could. Well, Larry is clearly not happy about the new truck, and I think he's honestly just showing out because the horn doesn't work on it. Now he's just over here. Okay, that was creepy. I don't have a key fob for Larry. I have one singular key. Maybe my battery just died. Larry, I still love you. I do. I don't know why that was weird. Dude, this thing cleaned up so freaking good. It is like a brand new truck in here. Seriously. Inside out. The little only wear is right there. Tiny little cracks. We're gonna get a cover. I might actually swap that out for one that actually has the lid, if you can do that, which I think you can. That'd be a nice improvement, but everything freaking cleaned up so daggum good. Both sides, like I said, dude, just like brand freaking new truck. I am stoked for that. So next up, now that we are done with the interior, is going to be the exterior, which I am the most excited for because it is going to have the biggest difference. As you can tell, it's just got grimy grossness all over it. But for starters, we are actually going to pull our taillights off and get in behind there and pressure wash, as well as our fenders, because this generation especially is really bad about rusting in the fenders. And this is a Southern truck. There's no rust on it, but it's best case just to go ahead and clean. A lot of that debris gets slung up, gets in behind these taillights, and I don't want these bed sides to rot out ever. So let's go ahead, pop them out, get the pressure washer out. Time to start cleaning this beast. Oh yeah. That is exactly why you take these off and clean it, because that is horrible. So I'm gonna just leave everything plugged in, but lay our taillight back, pressure wash that out. daylight is quickly slipping away, but I'm gonna call that a super successful day with a little shorty. Just got back from the first drive. It is running beautifully and cleaned up pretty good. We definitely got to go back and clay bar and in some places polish, like underneath the badges, just from it sitting and being dirty and, you know, not been scrubbed on real hard for probably a couple years. It's got those like lines, just got to polish them out. It's no big deal. We'll get them out and it'll look great. But yeah, it's actually shiny gray metallic now, which I'm stoked on. Of course, the one negative of washing your truck for the first time real good is, of course, you find some more flaws, which I did, but nothing that was super bad. Just a couple more scratches and little places like that. So all is good. But now our chrome is actually chrome, man. I don't know what was on this thing. It just had a layer of crud, but so much better. It'll take a couple more baths for it to get fully clean. Definitely got to get these things off. They would not clean up at all. I'd rather the whole mirror be black than have this crusty chrome thing on there. So hopefully in the next video we can get that out. We're going to de-grampify this thing. But yeah, dude, I'm stoked. She looks so freaking good. I don't know if I mentioned it. I dropped my Emblem when I was plasti dipping. I was flipping it around to do the other side real good and dropped it, and I got to redo it. But outside, cleaned up good. But the inside, oh my gosh, it cleaned up so freaking amazing. I've been in and out of it on both sides a couple times, so I've got a little bit of dirt put back in it. But dude, it is like a brand new truck in there. I am loving it. We gotta get all these freaking stickers off and everything, but we'll do that another day. We're out of time, as you can tell. Sun's setting. But dude, look at this. Oh man. So I know I mentioned it, but there was people asking in the other video and I didn't say it then. This truck does have 146,000 miles on it. So not too crazy, a little bit less mileage than what I got Chomper with. Chomper was like right at 151,000, my 06 Sierra. So pretty good mileage, I think. And thanks to that logbook of maintenance records, I think we got us a really freaking solid truck. So I'm not going to ramble on anymore. Hopefully you did enjoy. Definitely do all of these things to your truck when you get a new one. It's just going to ensure a good experience of you owning the truck. At least you're going into it with the idea of, hey, we're starting fresh like a new truck, giving it the best chance that it's got. So I just love doing that with my new trucks. It just gives me good peace of mind. And I definitely have a good feeling about this one. So with that said, hopefully you did enjoy. Comment down below. Let me know. I'll see y'all in the next one.